I'm a recovering alcoholic and addict myself. I've spent some time in psychiatric hospitals and spent a long time unable to figure out what was wrong with myself. Was it addiction? Was it depression? When I found sailing, it transformed me. It transformed how I looked at therapy, how I looked at the help I got.
You're in such an alien environment, and it's not always pleasant. Seasickness, cold, wet. Somehow there's a real positive that could be taken from that, from sort of challenging yourself.
I trained as an education psychologist, and the more I sort of realised that there were more children struggling, there were more mental health issues arising, it just seemed clear to me that we weren't doing enough to address other aspects of a child's development and well-being. Once they're 16, 17, 18, their character has been formed, decisions have been made for them if they haven't decided themselves. This is an opportunity to get in and address root issues rather than be in the firefighting reactive mode that we're always in.
Everybody knows in Ireland that we have a housing crisis, but we also have an affordability crisis. People want to be able to own a house or rent a house at an affordable rate. They want to live in houses where the mortgages don't cripple them, where their energy bills aren't sky high. People have a real desire to live in sustainable communities.
The year that I turned 14, my sister Shona was diagnosed with a brain injury. So I lost my sister, but I never got to grieve. She's not doing it herself, but I think that her story has meaning, and her story might remind people that life is short. If you do have opportunities, you should take them. The way that girls live at the moment, they cannot admit to being vulnerable. When you're given permission to say, I'm not okay today, it's so powerful because this pressure just comes off them.
In Ireland, almost 80% of people with intellectual disabilities will never have a meaningful paid employment in their lifetime. And when we work with individuals and ask them what they want to work, they want to get paid. Money allows them to lead their own lives in the way that they choose. I just love coming into the cafe in the garden centre every morning and meeting the people that are working here and the people we're supporting.
Kids need to be taught to think both creatively and critically. I really saw that it's an opportunity to give all kids the potential to engage in these subjects.
The future is bright for STEAM education, and by only dipping in and putting our heads under the water can we pull ourselves up and keep going.
Faced with the question of what you do with loads of time, loads of space but no money, the only real answer I could come up with was to start growing things. Then, following the breadcrumbs, it was realised that hydroponics was probably the most efficient way. Our research led to geodesic domes, and then we started to think, well, how can we make this of benefit to the community around it? There's just, negativity is pointless. It's just focus on something, anything, no matter how small it is, so long as it's positive, and then just watch that grow and see where that can take you.